You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
All right, 15 minutes of fame. We get this thing started here, man, so I can go to sleep.
Yeah, it's late out there, huh?
Yeah, that time difference is different.
Yeah, I feel you.
All right, man. So I got Keith from Battle Rap Radio LA.
Yes.
First off, what do you're not a league owner? You're not part of the league. Can you break down your part in this whole Create for You event that just happened this weekend?
Yeah, so I guess I'll just start from the beginning, the way that the whole thing came about. So with Battle Rap Radio LA, for the people that aren't familiar, we're a radio station. We exclusively play battle rappers' music, and we do promotion and red carpet events and things like that. So I saw a post that King Bao had made in regards to wanting to battle Daylyt. So I shared that post on our page. He responded and was like, I appreciate that. And then we started talking about him wanting to battle Daylyt. I told him that I knew Daylyt because I worked with Daylyt before from the Dueling Desert. And even before that, I had the Sand Trap and I worked with Ground Time, Arizona. So I reached out to Daylyt and we negotiated and made that battle a thing. And from there, we actually built the card. So that's how it initially came about.
So he reached out to you and then you made the connection because he said he's been trying to battle Daylyt for 10 years. We're talking about King Bao.
Yeah. That's a real thing. And even showed me messages where he reached out to certain people. So he really has been trying to get this for years. That's a real thing. So my role specifically was event coordinator. So I booked the venue. I booked the venue, the hotels, transportation, pretty much organized everything. That was my role with this situation.
To book everything, the flights, the hotels.
Transportation, the caterer, the camera crew. I brought a director on board. Just all the things, the logistics of the actual event. And I was also a part of the promotion.
Okay. Was part of your job actually booking the other battles, or was that Create for You?
No, that too. Yeah. So I reached out to all the battlers that were on the card.
Okay. All right. Okay. Was it
except one person was actually referred by one other person, but yeah, I spoke to each person as far as the potential of the battles, and then we talked about it, and it was yay or nay. So it was kind of hand-picked, put together card.
Okay, but picking the battles, that was you.
Well, the Daylyt and King Bao became organic.
Right.
Monique actually thought about the Jazz and RX. I've always wanted to see Craig Lamar. I actually want to see Craig Lamar and Kitchen Clean battle, but the battles kind of came together the way that they did. Originally, we were supposed to have Disaster versus Twerk, but Disaster was injured at the time. But I thought of a lot of it, but we spoke about it and we came to the decisions. You know what I mean? It's not I just picked them this is what it is.
Okay. And so as far as I think the major issue, well, let me ask you this. Have you talked to King Bao, and have they resolved or came up with a resolution for the whole pay-per-view issue?
I haven't talked to him yet, but from what I understand, they are working on that right now.
Okay. I think the people are they taking too long to work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now
I understand that sentiment for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going into Tuesday, and the battles as of yet, they're not available anywhere right now. Or are they on the website?
No, not that I'm aware of at the moment. I'm going to be real with you, Uncle Raw. I'm still working on things from the event, now. There was a lot of things that kind of spilled over, so I'm still
Cleaning up, damage control.
I guess you could. I wouldn't say damage control, but just making sure that everything is what it's supposed to be.
Okay. So as of this interview, me and you doing this interview, they haven't came up with a resolution yet.
Not that I'm aware of, no, sir.
Okay. Now, I guess the first thing that went wrong was a couple of people didn't make it out there. T-Top didn't make it out there, and Clean Paper didn't make it out there. I think that was the beginning of any.
That was a tremendous blow to the event itself. You know what I mean? Especially the T-Top and the New Jersey twerk battle, because a lot of people were anticipating that. And I think that the fact that it was announced so late, that we found out so late, that didn't help either.
Right. Because T-Top was trying to come out there.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And just that it wasn't possible at the time.
Okay. And then of course Clean, I saw the interview you did on Angry Fan with Clean, and did that get resolved? Like, did he at least admit any wrongdoing, not wrongdoing, but any mishap on not showing up or missing flights?
In that live, he did apologize. I guess he apologized about it, but I mean, I know what we did I know what I did on our end, and we definitely did everything we could. We went above and beyond. So,
I heard that everybody was paid up front. Is there any truth to that?
No, it was a standard battle rap contract where you get half up front, half on the back end.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've heard that everybody was paid up front. So, and shout out to Clean, love Clean to death, man. But it's like that stigma still follows him. That he's not showing up in battles.
It doesn't help, and you're right about that.
Yeah, pretty bad, man. Pretty bad.
It's pretty bad, yeah.
Especially when this is your first event, because you've never thrown a battle rap event, like you've never coordinated a battle rap event before, right?
No, that's what I'm telling you. I've done tons of battle rap events.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that.
I had a league in Arizona, Fan Trap, and then I did Grind Time, Arizona. And then the last event I did was the Dueling Desert. And ironically, he no-showed at that event too. We had 10 battles. Everybody showed up.
And Clean Paper was on that battle and didn't show up.
Yeah, he was supposed to battle, I think, Real Deal, if I'm not mistaken. But that was the card where Clips, Immaculate, Arsenal, Rum Nitty, Marv 1 was on there.
I remember
Daylyt, obviously, so I've done many events. And I've done events outside of battle rap too. So no, this definitely wasn't my first event.
Okay. Now, was this Dueling Desert was kind of big. So yeah, because again, I spoke with, like the guys that was the camera guys, the camera crew and everything. And it seemed like there was already a problem when they got to the venue. Can you break that down?
I'm not aware of any problems that they had when they got there.
Say it again.
I wasn't aware of any specific problems they had when they got there, but again, I was running around handling things. But from what I understand, when we started, everything was good to go. But again, I'm not a technical guy, so if they did have an issue, it really wouldn't make sense for them to tell me unless it was something that they needed me to contribute. Okay. So I don't know anything about that, to be honest.
Yeah, so what I got was there wasn't enough time in the venue to actually set everything up and then test everything, because when they got there, it was they needed a longer internet cable and a couple of other cables that they needed that they didn't have.
Yeah, they did notify me about that. Yeah, they did let me know about that, and we got those cables there. I mean, we arrived at 10 a.m. Doors opened at 3. It started at 2. So, it was scheduled to start at 2. So,
right. And
again, nobody expressed that to me. I was there at 10 a.m.
Okay. Yeah, because I think that's where it went wrong at. the time it took to get everything together. I think a lot of times the camera people like might set up the day before, or at least a lot more earlier than that. I don't know, but it seems.
I
as
don't
though,
know. When I did the last event, I mean, they set up the day of. I think that's pretty standard and typical.
Okay.
All
right.
I don't know.
Me, I would, the earlier the better, because you want to get in there, you want to set it up, you want to run tests, you want to look for the errors, correct the errors, and then know at showtime everything has been resolved. So it seems like, there was a couple of technical issues, prior. Well, at least I remember they had to go up and check her mic, RX's mic and shit like that. So, but eventually the event did go off.
Yes.
But after the first battle, the stream went down. So that's one of the biggest complaints that everybody has, is that they only got to see one battle. I mean, we didn't know it was that bad in the building,
exactly
on for us. So we didn't know it.
Yeah. And unfortunately, like, things like that were out of my control, and I found out after the fact. But to touch on that, like, in the building, like, I just talked to Daylyt right now, and he said himself, like, it was amazing in the building, but when the stream goes down, that's a big impact on the outcome of the whole event. Right. So, like, it's really no way around that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of tough when that happens. But I think the people in the building did enjoy it overall.
A lot of people, that I've talked to within the last couple of days, was saying like they should have did the stream for free, since it was Create for You's first event. Like, do the stream. So if the stream would have went bad and people didn't pay for it, it was like, okay, I'm mad that the stream fucked up, but at least it was free. And then, the next time, then you try, because people are looking at it like calling King Bao like a culture vulture, like he came in here and and didn't have it all together, and now the stream fucked up, and it's a bad look for him. It's a bad look for the league.
I don't know. He's not a culture vulture, because he's been trying to do this for over a decade. Like, he's battled before. Like, he had good intentions. He got people paid. He did good business. And this is the thing, like, had the stream gone well, I think it'd be a totally different narrative. And I think if everybody showed up, we would have had a great event, because the people that did show up, everybody came prepared.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So if you were there, you saw 3 good battles.
Yes, I did.
But not having all 5.
2.5.
Right. Well, hey, 2.5 is still 3 technically. You got to
no doubt.
But no, like, so in the building, I think that it was good. And realistically, like, 200 people in a 1,500 capacity does look like 50. You know what I mean? But I don't think that should take away from the experience for the people that were there.
Right. Me, I mean, again, I didn't have a problem other than the other 2 battles not going on. So that was the only thing. Other than that, I enjoyed myself.
Exactly. Me too.
Like, yeah.
I thought it went well.
Yeah, and that's me anyway. Like, we get a lot of people when they watch battles from home and stuff like that. They're like, "Oh, it was a trash event." I'm like, it's different when you're in the building and you experience the event. You know what I mean? It's a whole different thing.
Yeah. So what do you think about that Jazz and RX battle?
Great battle. Loved it.
I thought so too.
Loved it. Loved the battle. Loved the back and forth. Loved the rebuttals from both of them. Yeah. You know what I mean? So really good. And Craig Lamar and Ace was good too.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, that one was good too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, I mean, I could only imagine what it would have been, but you know what I mean? There's only certain things we can control.
Yeah,
no doubt. Our hands. But as far as, like, I think that the business aspect of it was strong. I think that the preparation for it was strong. I think the promotion obviously could have had some improvements, but the thing is, everybody in the culture knew about this. It's not like people weren't aware of it. So, I mean, I wish it was a packed out building, but that wouldn't have helped the stream, unfortunately.
Right, but I even saw Jazz. Jazz was like, yo, I was shaking the building like it was like 1,000 people in there. It felt like, you know, when them haymakers hit.
Yeah.
So again, like I say, I wasn't mad at the event. You know, like I said, other than the two battles not showing up, the event actually wasn't too bad.
Right. I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, and the face-offs. I think the face-off.
The face-off was fun as hell.
One of the best face-offs ever. Even Cassidy said that. He said he loved it. So that shit was epic.
Shout out, thanks to him. Cassidy brought the energy to a face-off that he wasn't even in.
He was sharp, though. Cassidy was very, very sharp during the entire face-off.
Yeah.
He wasn't bullshitting.
Yeah, like, shout out to Cass. And
shout out to Cass.
He trying to get the battle rappers to do some back and forth. And
right.
Come on, y'all. We trying to promote this shit, you know, and y'all sitting up here, you know, all tired looking. It was funny. Very funny. Very entertaining.
But I'm saying the Daylyt and the King Bao face-off was kind of crazy.
That was a goodie.
He definitely got under his skin and got him going. You know what I'm saying? There are some funny moments in that for sure.
A lot of funny moments in that. Moving forward, King Bao said he was trying to set up him versus Cassidy in July.
Yeah, I've been talking to Cassidy about that for the last couple of months, actually.
Okay. Are you back on board for that? Are you part of the crew, the team now with Create For You?
Can you say that again?
Are you part of the team for Create For You?
Oh, well, I mean, we do independent contracting with Battle Rap Radio LA, but I mean, that is the plan to assist with the battle rap aspects of what they do.
So you'll get another shot at trying to throwing another event with the Create For You people.
Well, we're going to discuss that because I think it's more important that we address what's going on now before we skip over it and announce anything about the future.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? There's still fans out there that are upset, so I think that we should handle that first. You know what I mean?
Got you. And that's the thing too. Like what my man say, expeditiously. It's not being handled expeditiously. So that's why a lot of people are still, you know, hot under the collar. You know what I mean? So
yeah. And that's unfortunate. You know what I mean? That's unfortunate. Right. Yeah, it was, like I said, it was good. I just wish everybody could have saw it.
Right. And as far as you go, have you been getting any backlash? Because a lot of people don't know. It's like more or less you were behind the scenes doing this. A lot of people don't know. See, a lot of people don't know you like I have because, you know, I've met you numerous times, you know, coming out here to LA and everything. So
yeah, for sure. No, actually, we met in New York back in 2014.
Who?
You and I.
Man, you know I'm old. Then I don't remember what event was it. Did we talk about that? You never mentioned that to me.
I thought you remember. Yeah, Summer Madness 4. We were outside. It was me, you, Knowledge, Nunu, Smack, and Beasley. Damn. You don't remember that?
Damn.
I'll send you the footage.
It's footage?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Nigga, we kept the file.
We kept the file. Yeah. Yeah, I got tons of B-roll for like the last 14 years.
Yo, I apologize, man, because it's like I didn't remember.
No, it's all good. You've done a lot of events, you know what I mean? That was a long time ago.
And I meet so many people, and you're talking 9 years ago, so yeah.
Yeah, and I've always been very behind the scenes, you know what I mean?
Right.
I was just that dude with the camera.
Back then, I was behind the scenes.
You're kind of on the forefront of the scene already, though,
but I wasn't doing interviews, if I'm correct, in 2014. Hev was doing the interviews, if I'm correct. Yeah. 2014, 9 years ago. Damn, have I been doing interviews that long?
I think so.
Jeez.
I think I saw you doing one out there.
You might have seen me with the camera. See, because people don't know that I used to hold the camera for Hev. and he would do the interviews, and I was his cameraman.
Oh, okay.
I was like Smack with the camera back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah, I just never wore a sign that said, "Hey, I own the station." He just works for
Right.
me.
You're just I feel you.
That's some
feel you.
corny
Blended
shit. I
in.
don't do shit like that.
You just blended in.
Yeah, and again,
Right.
just out there enjoying myself. So
Exactly.
but again, you know, I wanted to make sure that you got a clean a chance to just, you know, break down what happened that day. I don't know if you did any interviews and got a chance to just break it down clean, no pun intended.
Right. Damn. That was a bar. That's crazy. That was crazy.
So
That's what's up. You've been doing this too long. I say you've been doing this too long. You can't even turn
people
it off.
say that shit all the time. Battle rappers be like, man, you've been around us too long.
You got bars automatically.
Yeah, and you broke down, and I guess the clean thing, I think, is the only thing we didn't really talk about. But that was, I watched that on Angry Fan, and he pretty much said, well, you and him had the conversation, and there was 3 flights that was booked.
Yes.
And he missed every one of them.
Yes.
Shout out to Clean.
Shout out to Clean.
3 flights missed in one day.
3
It's
flights.
incredible, man.
You can't make this shit up.
Nah, you can't, man. Clean's a very special type of guy. 3 battles in one day. And how about T-Top? Have y'all talked to T-Top and gonna, you know, maybe later on another card?
We haven't really gotten into details or discussions of that because at the time I was trying to let him handle what he had to handle.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Respectfully. And shout out T-Top, you know what I mean?
Yes.
There's no hard feelings in this, you know what I mean? This is all business. I mean, I feel like everybody on the card wanted to be a part of this, and it was an opportunity to own your footage, and they paid decently. So, I mean, I don't think that, I think that they both wanted to be there. I like to think that for sure.
Right. All right. Well, listen, man, I appreciate you taking the time out to chop it up with me, man. Like I said, I just wanted to make sure you get to break down, you know, that side that of that day. You know, make sure people understand.
Yeah, and a lot of this stuff, like I say, I didn't get on the internet for like the first, like really until today. So people were just calling, telling me things.
Right.
But the 3 biggest things were like the stream, the no shows, and there not being more people there. And like with the stream, that was what it was. I'm not sure what technical difficulties caused that, you know what I mean? That's out of my realm. And the no shows, again, that's just something that happens, you know what I mean? You have no control over. And as far as the crowd, like I say, people were aware of it. But it was what it was, you know? A few people showed up, and like I said, the people that did show up did enjoy themselves.
No, that's a fact. I enjoyed myself, so.
Yeah.
Definitely. And the venue was dope. It was a dope venue too, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And shout out to Buns and Tails. Am I saying that right?
Buns and Tails. Yeah, that's our people over there.
Yeah, that food was incredible.
Fire, right?
Yeah, the fish, the shrimp. Yeah, that shit was off the hook. So shout out to Buns and Tails.
Downtown LA. Buns and Tails.
Yeah, Buns and Tails. And it's Buns and Tails on Instagram too, if anybody wants to follow them and see what we're talking about. But yeah, the food was really dope too. So shout out to
Paradise Wellness too. They're another one of our sponsors.
Paradise Wellness.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, well, again, man, I appreciate your time, brother. Anything you need from me, do not call me. I'm not available.
That sounds good.
But anything you need from me, man. You know, we connected now. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, and anything you need, tell the missus I said y'all have a good night, blessed night, and I know we'll see you soon.
Hey, I appreciate you.
No doubt, brother.
All right, I'll let you go.
We'll talk soon. All right.
Peace.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.